Hey everyone, it's James Lambert, the motivational coach and speaker. I went from headlocks to hugs. I still embrace people, just now in a more positive manner. So I wanted to talk about bullies today, and I really do hope none of you out there, certainly not in my community, in those that watch and follow my work, I really do hope none of you are bullies. And yet, I would like you just to pause and reflect if you do exhibit this behaviour. Because typically, I think people think the bully is the very loud, aggressive man, or potentially woman, that overly dominates people, either verbally and or physically as well. And while this is a worrying case of bullying and bullies, it can also be done in a multitude of other ways that can sneak under the radar if we're not careful. And we can be quite controlling, which is a form of bullying, with our friends and our spouse, with our lovers, girlfriend or boyfriend, whoever we live with. So I just gently invite you to look, are you being bullying in your behaviour, in your thoughts, words or actions anywhere in your life? Do you, if, just be honest with yourself. Again, no self-judgment, we're all here to heal and to learn. But if there's a particular weaker person, so-called a weaker person, do you take liberties with them at work? Do you overstep the mark with maybe a junior in your company or someone you work with, an apprentice? Just be honest. Do you take liberties? And are you potentially exhibiting bullying behaviour? And if so, I'd just like you to audit that, because I personally have no time for bullies. And it reminds me there was a lot of, particularly in the pubs I used to frequent when I was much older, or work as a bouncer on the doors of, you got some bully men, and they were very loud. Typically, they were very loud mouthed. And yes, some of them could potentially be dangerous. They tended to be big, large oafs. They could be very dangerous due to their weight if they caught you maybe with one punch. However, these were inherently flawed characters. Typically, they weren't very brave at all when you stood up to them. They liked to dominate. They were predators, so they liked that energetic fear. And they knew the game. They typically picked or preyed on the weak. And lo and behold, when somebody who was even remotely talented or just stood up to them, they typically backed down. So I just want you to really think about that. If in any area in your relationships, at home, in private or at work, within your family unit, anywhere that you could potentially be exhibiting bullying type behaviour, please check that. And also speak up if you see it going on. Don't just let that go and say, oh, it's just the way it is, or it's just banter. That can happen a lot, particularly amongst men. And you know for yourself the line. There can be jokes and fun. Of course, there's a place for that. But when it oversteps the line, and you all know where it is, when it become overt bullying, no time for that. And I encourage you to have no time for it either. If you do see it, speak up against it. Bullying in all its forms, whether it be racism or sexism, or hating somebody because of their sexual orientation. So please, I really encourage you to both speak up about bullying and do not do it yourself. Again, no judgment, but if you notice in yourself sometimes you can be a bit of a bully, check yourself before you wreck yourself. As always, I trust this video has been of tremendous value to you. You are unstoppable, and I believe in you.